So the first thing I noticed when I tore the engine apart was even with both valves in their lowest possible position, the intake is it's sealed pretty well. I can't get it to rotate. The exhaust, however, rotates freely, and it's pushed down as far as it'll go. And that is including when it raises up during the compression phase. See right there, that little bit of raise it has, that's excluding that. It still won't seal. So I'm guessing that this just needs to be ground off on the other end. Here, let me go ahead and pop it out here. This is just simply too long now, so I have to grind this off a little bit. And the manual says that there should be a 12 thousandths gap between this and its push rod. So I have to grind this down, and then while I got this apart, I may as well go ahead and put some valve grinding compound on here and get the seats nice and smooth again. I'll probably do that for the intake as well. Here's a view of the push rods touching the valve stems. You can see on the left is the intake. I haven't taken its spring off yet, but on the right I have removed the spring. It's sitting right there. And it just needs to be ground a little bit so I can get a 12 thousandths gap between there. I think I'll clean up the surface of everything before I begin. I've already scraped the gasket off, but now I'm going to get rid of any fine stuff. Oh, let's speed that way up. That's a little better. Now it's time to do the top. Let's see here. I am measuring this with my micrometer because I got to take 10 thousandths off the end here before I can grind the bevel. And right now it's measuring 3.990. Let's give it a rotation of about 90 degrees and try that again. Yeah, 3.990. Okay, so I think I can safely assume that I have to take that down to 3.980, and then we can do the valve job on it. This will be my first attempt. I made a block of wood with a hole, a fairly tight hole that this can't wiggle in. I'm going to hold the block firmly onto this and press down on the valve and just use my coarse block here to remove some material. So let's do this and see how it turns out. Might as well twist it as I go. After several minutes of doing this, I only managed to get it to go down 1/1000th of an inch. So I just took my belt grinder here and I held the block of wood against it gently and just kind of rotated this around, and that did it fine. So now it's down about 10 thousandths. Only took a few seconds. So that's the way to do it. Okay, I just got done grinding this, so now let's see if it'll go in here right. Let's see here. Ah, there we go. See, now it's sticking, and I'm pretty sure once the spring is pushing it down, that'll be right as rain. So now we need to do the valve grinding. Let's get this around the edge. There we go. Now the fun begins. There we go. Let's get our suction cup tool and just go to town with this. Might need to put a little bit of something on here to make it stick better. Maybe some grease or something. I'm done with the grinding, and as you can see, it's got a nice gray band around it now, and so does the valve seat. So I'm going to chalk this one up as done. Now I just got to check the length of this and see if it makes 12 thousandths gap. So now it's time to put this valve back in. I've got the gap close to 12 thousandths. So when you first put it in, it's going to stop short because it's hitting this little plate down here. Now it's best if you get its opening facing forward so that when you push on it, if I do this right, it should fall down right at that hole. I can't see what I'm doing here. There, see how the valve fell right down where that hole was. Now we just got to lift up this plate and get it to hold that valve down. There. So I just pushed it up and popped it over. Now that valve is well seated. No motion to it whatsoever. Time to do the intake. Alright, I've torqued the head back on with a new head gasket, and these have to be anywhere from 160 to 210 inch-pounds. So that's done. Now it's time to get the side there. All the panels have been reinstalled, and I reconnected the electrical connectors. Now I've got to lift this heavy thing back into the cage. In an attempt to get this generator to run, I decided to change out the gas with fresh gas. I changed out the spark plug with a new spark plug, and I even bought a new carburetor for it. So it wouldn't start, so the only thing left was to check the engine compression, and I found the exhaust valve thing. So now with everything done, this is the first time I'm trying to start it up, so let's see if it will run. Let's see, choke, let's put the choke about there. Full choke. Okay, I believe this is a success because once it's warmed up, it starts to run at the right speed. It isn't so rough. Anyway, I got it to the point where it'll actually start up with one pull. And that is entirely because of the compression. So next time yours is really hard to start, perhaps check the compression.